As we wrapped up the year, we wanted to take a moment to look back. This year brought honest conversations, unexpected moments, and voices that reminded us why stories matter. From laughter to reflection, from community to creativity, each episode shaped what this podcast has become. This is our year in review, a chance to revisit what we learned, who inspired us, and where we are headed next. Thanks for listening. We will have some brand new episodes this year, but first, let's take a look back. Our very first episode featured Rob Wicall, or as I call him, Wicall. Here is a listen to some of the best moments from that episode.
I've been in some situations, man, that were like sketch.
Yeah.
When you're doing appearances all over town, I've been in some. I've got a great one. Remember Trevor?
Yeah.
We're shooting a thing for Taco Cabana. It was like some anniversary for them. And so we go out into the city and just hand out tacos to people.
That could go south
This is what
really
we're doing.
quick.
And he's filming it. So it's just him and I out handing out tacos.
This is Trevor's idea.
Probably.
Let's be honest.
I
Love Trevor, but he's in El Paso. We can talk about it.
Yeah, he's in El Paso now. But
You were handing out tacos.
I want to say it was that park, Milan Park, is it? The one that's right by Christa Santa Rosa there, right off the highway.
Yeah.
And they've redone it. It's nicer. This is prior to that. And so it's like homeless people and that kind of thing. And some guy I go to give a taco to, and he's what gives me attitude. And walks off. But I don't know why. I just thought, yeah, I'm going to do it. And I turn around and I throw a taco. And I've hit him right in the back of the head.
Just an experience that really touched you that maybe was just unique to you living in the suit that maybe other people didn't see.
Oh, man, there's a lot of those. Marissa. There's these moments that I experienced in a costume in which I was allowed to be in rooms that not the typical human being gets to be in. So sometimes super sad, sometimes super amazing, but both ends of the spectrum. I always say my life is surreal, really, if I go back and really think of the experiences that I've had. But one of those I can think of off the top of my head when you ask me that question is Steve Kerr. His kids are probably preteen, and it's Christmas time, and I get a call from Annalisa saying, hey, can you meet Steve Kerr at the Christa Santa Rosa at whatever, Tuesday at 11:30? Whatever. I go there, ready. I see him. We can coordinate. He went there with toys and presents for kids. No media, no nobody. He just wanted to show his kids this is what it's about. And we went from room to room and just handed out gifts for I don't know how long. But just little things like that, I think back. But I can go there, and then I can go to the number of people that I visited. I couldn't count on two hands that were in their last days of life, and they just wanted some Spurs.
Wow.
And they would always send Coyote. So walking into homes where these people are in hospice, this is it, and spending those moments with them, the palpability of the air in those moments, it's just, I could feel it right now.
Yeah.
Even though it was 15 years ago or whatever. Now, there's not much like that. You experience it like I've had a parent die, but most people experience it here and there. I'm experiencing it like 4 times a year.
Yeah.
We have a very special guest, and I always call him Rob Wicall.
You do.
But it's actually Wicall.
Correct. Everyone says Wicall.
And we're going to go into a little...
I've got a great Tony Parker story about Wicall.
This is what we're going to be dealing with.
Where I said, Rob Wicall, and I thought it was Wicall.
This is why I'm sitting in the middle, so I can just referee.
So Tony Parker says, I will call. I thought he was going to call me. No, he left the tickets at will call. I will call.
That's pretty good.
So never got the tickets.
Our second episode featured Sandi Wolff. Here's a listen to some of the best segments from that episode.
I am a reluctant dog owner. I'll just out myself right now.
Dogs, folks.
I do not kick dogs. I take very good care of dogs.
It happen.
But I'd rather have a dog-free home. I'd rather.
See how she's scary? She kicks dogs.
I do not kick. Stop it. James is not good for me at all.
For PR?
Yeah, not good.
It's just the liability that I work with.
Wait till those mics go off.
But that's a great example. I will take care of dogs. I will absolutely take care of dogs. But would I prefer not to have them? Yes.
I love that she has to qualify this now. Because I said she kicks dogs. Now she has to say, "I'll take care of them."
I do not kick
That's a politician
dogs.
right there. But yeah, this is how the media spins
I
things.
do not kick dogs.
Okay, so then what's something that is just for you? What is something that just brings you joy, has nothing to do with your job?
Kicking dogs.
James, I swear.
Okay, I'll be quiet.
I'm going to kick James.
Please. Don't worry. If my legs were longer, I'd be kicking you under the table right now.
Not make
I
the news.
can handle it. But thank you for that question. No, one of the things that kind of crazily brings me joy is I'm an outdoor girl. I would prefer to be sweaty doing yard work and landscaping. I have all the tools. I don't know how many times somebody has driven by my house and been like, "Do you need me to help you?" And I'm like, "No, this is my workout. This is my therapy, putting my hands in the dirt." I don't garden. I'm more like landscape yard work. So gardening is growing stuff. I chop shit down.
Okay. Therapeutic.
So I cut the grass.
Mind,
there's a big difference there.
I can see her out there
There's
just
a big
going crazy
difference.
with
the weed eater.
saw.
Right. Yeah. I have all the things. But, and maybe that is a reflection of who I am.
I didn't want to say it. I didn't say it.
Yeah. I like
chopping shit down.
Yeah, I'd like to simplify things too.
Yeah.
And for me, having a nice looking yard, or like I'm dying to get out in the yard this weekend. That's my one thing. Like I don't want to shop. I don't want to travel. I don't want to go to dinner. I just want to stay home and work on my yard. But we're also DIY people.
What are your thoughts in the current environment?
Bring it.
Where we're at is because I have my own opinions. I'm not going to bring them up now because this isn't about me. But you have an insight that a lot of people don't on what's happening in politics. No matter if you want to or not, you do. And I'm just curious what you think about what's going on in our city right now.
So I've had this conversation frequently over the past. Anytime there's an election, you always get people that kind of come out of the woodwork and say, "What do you think's happening? What do you think's happening? Who do you think should be running?" And I'm very fortunate that a lot of people come to us and say, "Hey, I'm thinking about running for office. What do you think?" And to me, that is beautiful validation. That is just so flat when someone says, "I want your perspective on something," because sometimes we forget that we have that kind of institutional knowledge. Not only have we been in it, but we also have the advantage of being spectators. And we also have a great advantage of the history that a lot of people don't have. When you think about his family's been in this for 50 years.
Yeah.
And that's true. That's so interesting to me when you think about what has happened over the last 50 years. San Antonio is almost unrecognizable in that time.
Yeah. And you've got students that are coming out of high school, college that are voting that don't know that history. It's, do you know how the PGA course got to the JW Marriott? That is a whole book in itself. Do you know how we got Toyota? That is a whole thing. So the political kind of like overtones of how San Antonio was built, to me, is super interesting. And who and where did that used to be, and who went bankrupt and who helped out and who was the developer. Like, I love that kind of inside baseball. But to answer the question about the current climate, I'm hopeful, but I'm also a let's wait and see.
Yeah.
I need something to frickin' happen. And right now, nothing is happening. There's a lot of bitching, there's a moaning, there's a lot of posturing. And I had a great conversation, I'm not going to say with who, with some former city council people from the past 20 years. And we had some new council people in there. And just to get a perspective of what they saw was going on, what you need to do, what you don't need to do, what you need to step away from, what hill you want to die on, what one you don't want to die on, like what is going to have the best kind of like overall long-term effect? Because now we've got 4-year terms. So one of the things I came up with, and I was talking to one of the former council people, and I said, do you think paying them had anything to do with the shift in what I see as entitlement? So I'm seeing a lot more council people that are feeling a little bit more entitled and not necessarily in it for the community and the will of the people, if you will. And they're more on a power play.
Like a stepping stone to the next.
Our next episode featured Philippe Place. Here are some segments from that episode. We have the lovely, beautiful Philippe. What is it? Place? Place.
You're making him blush.
I know. Look how pretty he is.
My sultry eyes. No, I think that
So
worked on
pretty.
him.
He's so pretty.
He's French.
I think you were part of a restaurant or a...
Yeah, my first...
Or you started the restaurant here.
So I started a restaurant in San Antonio. 2008 was my first real ownership type of restaurant where suddenly I was not working for a company. I was working with myself, with other people. We had created a little group of investors. We opened a restaurant called Coco, and then quickly realized that things were not going too quickly. No, I don't think that was quickly. Like for a couple of years, I fought as hard as I could that the evidence were in front of me were the wrong ones. I somewhat managed to rationalize them and say, no, I'm going to fix it. I'm going to make it. There was a lot of ego in that decision. There was a lot of pride and there was a lot of shame. I did not want to go back to Kim, who early on had told me, like, I don't feel that. Are you sure we are going to come out clean of that now, of that endeavor? I was like, trust me. I know how to run a restaurant. I've done that my whole life. You know how good I am. I know how good you are, but that's not what we're addressing.
Sure.
We're addressing that maybe there's something that doesn't feel right about it. I did not listen. I was
Woman's instinct is rarely wrong.
we look back.
Just saying.
Can I plead a fifth on that one?
Exactly.
To not get in trouble. But no, it proved again that. But at the same time, we talked about it, and neither one of us regrets. I think that if I had listened to her and not gone into that endeavor as well, I would not be where I am today.
How did you leap here? Because this is another culture shock, moving here.
A little bit. No.
So how did you get here?
I got here because during one of the events that I was putting together at the hotel where I was working, we had a wedding where everyone was coming from Texas, and just totally randomly and unexpectedly, one of the customers of the hotel, who happened to be one of the bridesmaids of the wedding, was very charming, very beautiful young woman with a very sweet smile, and made a mistake when she came to me and she says, "I love your accent." And I thought it would be very appropriate at that point to say, "I think I'm falling in love with you. We should get married and have 2 kids." No, and she was like, "That's a little forward and a little fast. Can we just get to know each other's name first?" And I was like, she's got a good point. Yeah. Maybe she needs to know my first name. That person is my wife. We've been together now for over 27 years, and I make it sound like 27 years. I need drum rolls. So
I get it.
27
That's an accomplishment. You should get awards for that.
That's an accomplishment.
You get something special after 25, right?
No.
I don't think so. I think if we do, I think
more time on the couch. I don't know.
I forgot that if there was the
that
case.
was a bad joke. The next episode featured Jody Newman. Here is a listen to some of the best segments from that episode.
Radio. I didn't know that about you.
Yeah.
So
I was asking her if she knew how to work the mic, and she's very humble. I was like, "Yes, idiot."
Maybe I've seen one of these before.
Do you know how to work a mic?
Well, it's just normally people regret recording me.
That's me too. She'll keep us on the rails for the most part.
Kick you both out.
When things start getting sideways, she gives me the eye. She won't give you the eye, and then I'll give you the eye. We'll just kind of pass it around.
Yeah.
Both of you are somewhat equally mischievous, though. So I'm going to hold on for dear life.
I'm an angel. What are you talking about?
Yeah, my oldest sister, during the pandemic, or right after the pandemic, started to be ill, and she was diagnosed with a form of early onset Alzheimer's. Mm-hmm. And it just sort of ravaged her quickly. So we were not prepared for it. We don't think it's fair. I think we're maybe having a reaction that is surprising to people, but we don't see the good in it yet. Memory about the Spurs. I know. I'm 6'2".
Yeah, I just kicked her.
I have size 12. Women's 12 feet.
You kicked our guest?
I kicked the
guest. Great.
But really,
I'm voting no.
Please don't sue us.
Right. You don't even know. Listen, the bottom line is you can vote today. I've done my job.
Honestly.
I'm voting no.
Your job.
No, everybody.
You've done your job.
No.
Yeah. I do have this. I do have this great friend.
I thought she was going to throw that at me. She goes, I do have this. No, I thought it was a Skittle.
No. Speaking of Skittle. Oh, wildest thing. Someone brought a pastor.
Sorry. This sounds like a joke.
Yeah, like here comes, it's a pastor. He was in a tuxedo t-shirt. He came up to the bar. They each ordered a drink. He had a dog. The dog had like a little bow tie, tuxedo bow tie thing on.
Combo. Hey.
He married the friendly spot.
Wait, who married the friendly spot? Wait, I'm
The
confused.
dude.
The dude married the friendly spot.
Yeah, and he sat there.
Wait, he's a pastor.
The pastor ordained the wedding.
He brought a pastor.
Oh, the guy brought a pastor and a dog.
His best man was his dog.
Oh, now I'm with you.
And he like said, "I love you, friendly spot. You're like the only thing that's been there for me."
No.
Was he
Did he
drunk?
propose first? Or did he
No, and
assume that there
I
was
just
gonna be a
remember we
wedding?
were like, "This is fucking weird."
Our last episode featured Andrea Vocab Sanderson. Here are some samples from the best of that episode.
I'm an emeritus now, so I put that emeritus on there because I shout out to Eddie Vega, the current poet laureate. But yes, I was poet laureate from 2020 to 2023. And how I met this awesome man, James, is one day I was asked to do a ride along in a car. We weren't shooting anybody up, but we were singing Christmas carols.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
We were just driving around singing Christmas. He was the driver, and I was a passenger, and I got in a car with people, and they didn't tell me, "Hey, you're going to lead all of these Christmas carols." So be ready.
So you're used to showing up and just going with it, is what you're saying. Okay.
Yes, and he's always there.
Yeah. Yeah. This track.
And so this is Mother Nature, just like our moms. She loves you, but she mad because you didn't do what she told you
Why'd
to do.
you look at me when you said your mom's mad at? She looked at me, not you.
If you felt that guilt, that is on you.
She goes, when Mother Nature's mad or Mom's mad, and she looked
If you
directly at
felt
me.
the heat,
I did look at both of y'all. I did look at you.
I didn't feel any type of
She's
way.
the one that's troubled.
I listened
See
to my
how the
mom.
guilty speak. But I'm sure you recycle when you can. And
Yes,
I do.
I do.
I do
actually
too.
Is there a way we can hear something live from you today, whether it's poetry, music, whatever you feel right now?
Nourishment from a fine specimen, sustenance oozing out from her pigmentation. She can feed the nations, delectable creations of the highest vibration. Body dialed up like a radio station. She ain't handing out samples, but brother, stay waiting. Brother, stay waiting. Brother, stay waiting.
Nice.
You just made our
I
cool
know.
factor
Look
go
at she's chills
so
over there.
high.
Yeah, you just brought my cool factor up a level, a notch.
That same year, one of my childhood friends was murdered by her then boyfriend. He confessed to the murder, got arrested, all that stuff. Yeah. I spoke at her memorial service. And so I had a conversation between myself and Krisha, that was the name of my friend. And I was like, I'm not going to let people forget you. I'm going to remember you. And I'm going to be motivated by your life to try to help other young people. And I feel like every time I grew up in Northeast Independent School District, every time someone would come in from the outside to speak to us or perform for us, storytell, magician, I don't care what they were. I was enamored by it. I was all in. And I feel like when children are introduced to the arts and adults that do cool, special things and they come to your school and show up in your life, it's like that's an opportunity to grab that kid and help them go whatever trajectory they're supposed to go on. Yeah.
Thanks again for listening to Halfway Human this year. We'll be back very soon.